You got the puppy.
Oh, you're going to have Larky too. This is nice. Okay. Janine is just putting the house dogs on the pond.
I hope so, because I don't like them up down the driveway with these people.
No, they're going on the pond. She will probably be back in a minute, and you can see her gorgeous gloves. Gorgeous gloves.
No, she said she was going to go do the water thing and then come back.
All right. We'll
Are we on camera yet?
We are, yes.
Where the hell's the camera?
There, look.
There it is. Okay. Okay.
We are. Why does this feel really close today?
Well,
have you turned it round?
Well, we had a major flood.
Oh. Oh, from the AC?
Yeah. It filled the bucket in a couple hours.
That's not good.
So we had to...
AC, essential at the moment.
What is?
AC, totally essential right now. We'll not be messing around with that nonsense. Right, you've got the mail.
That's true. I should open the mail.
I've got the pointy thing. Oh.
Here, that's not a thing.
Here, I'll hold it. Pass it over. Here, you can have that. Oh, that's for Nick. That's for Janine. It's for my daughter. Hey.
What?
It's for Ava.
Ava? From Montserrat. Is she? She's going to do that? That's a big outfit.
Yeah, down in Beverly.
I know
I
it.
didn't realise it was in Beverly. I thought it was in Boston.
No, it's down at the end of, it's not too far from the end of 97.
Really? Well, she'll be going there every day for 3 weeks.
I swear I had to go, I had a dog on stage.
Oh, did you?
And they did not tell me they did a Wednesday matinee or Thursday. I had a matinee I didn't know about. And so I got a call, you know, the dog's not here, how come? And you got like 20 minutes to get here, and I flew out of here with that dog, and that dog made the stage. It made it. I've forgotten what the deal was.
Equine Rescue Network. We can still open that for just now, because I'm here.
You suppose I should put glasses on too?
Oh yes, them there things.
Okay, now, how many problems do you like to serve in one day?
Oh, do we have some problems today? It's a bit passé having problems these days.
What?
It's a bit passé. We're full of problems. Passé. It's a bit much. It's just, we're like, problems, whatever.
It is a lot. Equine Rescue, $100. Janine and crew.
Thank you very much.
Here's this month's donation. Oh, that's for D. You're
That's from D. Thank you, D.
Please let me know the new address for checks.
Thank you.
This works fine. What did you got there?
That's us.
Huh?
That's the address. That's the right one for the moment.
What is it? Why would it not be for the moment?
Well, I'm still in ERN right now because Janine's stepping down.
Yes.
So, but I'm still in ERN at the moment till we're transferred over.
Oh, I see. Here you go.
Thank you.
Carlene and crew, this check is for Henny, Penny, and Hay.
Ooh.
Thank you. That's very nice.
Thank you very much, Dee.
That's very nice.
That's very kind. Don't keep us munching.
That's funny in there.
I know.
Now, I had a complaint that you weren't putting it in the book.
The checks.
Everything.
I was told not to write the checks in the book. The checks have to stay in there.
The checks, everything should write in the book.
Who said that?
Me.
What?
I've always said that. Everything that comes in, so that we have an original source to go to.
That's fine. Right, that that's you.
Janine, that's
Janine, that's-
and crew. That's
Yeah,
I'm the crew.
that's Mike. Good grief. Oh God, look, there's more for Nicholas. Ooh, benefits. Yummy, yummy. That's Janine. I'm going to put Janine's.
Who's this from? We don't know.
I don't know, it doesn't say.
Doesn't say. Big hug from someone who cares.
Oh, it's from D.
That's the Iran. It's another card from her.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Thank you. That's for Janine.
Are these mine?
No, they're Janine's. There. D says, Janine and crew, you are loved and supported by Goldy's warriors. Big bear hugs. D. Thank you very much, D. And we'll have to show that to Janine. I'll put that in the Janine pile.
Okay. Earn $200 with qualifying activities. I can't stand it.
I know the excitement is, I think that can go in the trash as well. The excitement is overwhelming. That's for American Red Cross.
I think I finally sent them something.
Aha! Where are your big rubber gloves?
I left them down there.
Oh, that's a good idea.
The water was all full.
Oh, perfect. Look, there's a lovely card from D.
Oh,
And that's
got a big
another-
hug. That's certainly nice.
Do you want to come in on a seat?
I don't think a big hug is gonna actually solve my problems, but thank you.
But she sent that along with her money, so yeah.
So,
Well,
and
I
then
don't think
there's,
that's gonna solve all of our problems.
What?
I don't think that's gonna solve all of our problems either, but okay, good.
That was a separate card though. She
This
sent a
is nice,
card with the
though.
money and then she sent
D,
one to you.
I have to say D is,
You
she
coming
is
in
one of
this
our
week?
best people. No. Okay, maybe I'll stop it. She's one of our best people because she sends us, a donation every month and a little
She
card.
does.
And it's just nice to
it's just
have that.
happy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice to have that. It kind of reinsures.
Carlene and Cruz, thank you
Yeah,
so much for all your
forward.
visits. It brings so much joy to so many people. Keep up the wonderful work. This is from Bonnie.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Okay, we got the health certificates. A bill for the health certificates.
Excellent.
These are all the. These are the people that have the health certificates on all of those donkeys. I'll pay the bill. Just give me one of those because I got to pay the bill.
What's that one?
That's for 531. This is for the mule. Those are for the 4 donkeys.
Right, that's perfect. So they'll
What the
they'll
hell
come in.
are these?
We're still trying to come up with paperwork.
We've got the Coggins because that's what we carry with us, but the
A lot of them.
We're still dealing with the Mass Department of Agriculture from
Can
last
I
week.
see one?
sure, it's
What?
just a bill.
Yeah, it's just a bill. Yeah, so the Mass Department of Agriculture when they came, based on based on their visit with all the animal control from the state and the animal control veterinarian and all those people that came last week. Anytime the Mass Department of Agriculture is involved, they require you to produce documentation on everything, which we have.
It's just ours was a
But
big.
some of it's in South Carolina in my car, and
Yeah.
I've been a little sloppy lately, so we've been trying to track down all the paperwork. And then it doesn't help that half the donkeys are all the same color, and so, but this person, we had a vet down in Pennsylvania who draws all the health certificates. She just sent me a bill, so we can just call her and
We'll get them sent up.
get them sent up.
Which
So
is perfect.
we're good. Yeah, not that I think they're, because
All I ever did with animals and things, I never had to produce that kind of crap.
yeah, well, that's probably because I run around behind. Well, no, that was before all these state regulations.
I think that's probably
And now-
true. That's why
yeah.
I was interested to see what it.
Yeah, and the problem with these is I left a few envelopes in my car down in South Carolina, and we're missing a few things, and I'm sure they're in the car, but
I've got all the
actually in my car is not even in my car is in Charlotte at one of the followers' house because we had trouble getting out, and so yeah.
I don't even want to think
You-
about it.
I don't even.
I've got the Coggins though.
Yeah, you don't even want to know the things that are spinning around my head on a day in and day out basis, but that was one of them.
That's why when your mum keeps saying, "Where have you been and what have you been doing?" I'm
Yeah,
like,
you don't even want to know. Yeah. You don't even want to know the things I have to worry about.
I think your mum thinks we go out for lunches and early evening dinners without her.
Yeah.
Why do you turn your head so I can't hear?
Because I was talking to her. I think think we go out for early evening dinners without you, but we don't. We're playing on computers.
So are you going to call?
Yeah, sure.
You're going to call, and here's the reference number.
Yeah.
This one we don't need because this is the mule.
Yeah, and we've got him all covered.
We got him covered. So
There, see?
yeah, that just says that's the bill for getting all those health certificates.
This is what, in Coggins test?
That's not even for the Coggins test.
Well, you see, we paid for all that, but we didn't bring them up. We left them
I
down
got that
there.
part.
So
Yeah.
that's why.
I was wondering if they have $20 what it costs for a Coggins test now?
Oh no, that's
They're
just
50.
to have. That doesn't. That's just to have a signature. The Coggins test is like $80 each.
Oh, gee.
So
I
these
used to
little
complain
donkeys
when it was
that you
10.
see, these little. Oh, let's just talk about the mule that we bought the mule for $100. I think it was $100.
Did you spend $100 on that mule?
Yeah. Well, she got the puppy. I got the mule for $100.
I got the puppy
And-
for free.
And then it was $80 for the Coggins, and then it was $20 for the signature, just to get him to Pennsylvania. And then in Pennsylvania, it was $600 for a month of quarantine for a mule this high,
Yes.
and then it was another $480 to get him gelded,
Yes.
and then it was another $700 to get him transported up here. Normally I would have done it, but there's no way I could get him up here. So if you add all those up for one little mule that we didn't want,
Yes.
but having the little mule, who's actually very nice now, get a good home, priceless.
Yes. And he is going to a good home.
He is going to a good home. We found a home for him, and he's so cute.
Yes.
And but he would have had. His life would have been terrible.
He's actually a nice wee soul. When he's
I'm
not.
terribly worried about what's going on the floor here.
That is my retirement fund, which is in the shitter anyway. So
Because there's money in there
I
and
know.
trash and
I've got
everything
it
else.
all
Yeah.
sorted.
Yeah,
We're all
this is-
sorted.
This is not trash.
oh, that's not trash.
No.
Okay. Yeah, is that my T?
We're all sorted.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. TIA CREF. Isn't that? Yeah,
I
that's,
don't know what that
yeah,
is.
It's my retirement.
And now she's got 2 piles of trash.
So did we do anything today?
Judy and I saved a turtle.
Oh.
What'd you do?
We saved a
wasn't
turtle. My turtle, was it?
No.
Oh,
I know. We were driving to go get you a smoothie. I was with Judy. We come around right on Route 97, and there's a little rock upside down, and its little feet are moving. And so I stopped in the middle of the road. I'm like, Judy. So Judy ran out and got it, and it was a little turtle about this big, and it somehow had been involved in getting hit. Or I don't know, but it was upside down. So we got it, and
Was it a
Drove it
snapping
back.
turtle?
no, it was only a little guy. This
And
big.
did it have red bits on him?
Yes.
Yeah. See, we're not getting snapping turtles. We're getting nice turtles.
Yeah, so we brought this turtle, so we turned around and we drove. Judy was going to put it on the side of the road. I'm like, no, we got time. My mother can wait on her smoothie, so we drove it back to the pond.
Oh, good.
So it's now living. So that happened.
I put them back in Hood Pond.
Yeah, that's where we put. That's
I thought you were going to say we
And then-
If I get them in my driveway, I take them back to Hood Pond.
Yeah, yeah. And then also, my morning started by going to the building inspector, talking to the electrical inspector, trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, electric, yeah.
Yeah, and last night at 10 o'clock at night, I was on the phone with Bud, who was fantastic. He knew everything that we needed to know about all of the moving parts with electricity around here and water. And so he also, although the building inspector today said don't use any of the water on 45 because it just impacts 45. Bud said it's only 110 voltage, not going to kill anybody unless they've already got heart issues or, So I went out and Bud said use rubber gloves. So that's what I was doing. I filled up tubs yesterday so they had plenty of water. Today I got rubber gloves and have put them down at the faucet in the barn. So I feel like we're safe. But the building inspector said don't use the water. So I've communicated all this. I've called 4 different electricians and not one of them has returned my phone call. I have no connections to electricians. Somebody sent me a electrician and I called that person too on the internet, and they are going to call me back tomorrow maybe. But, so that's the problem. Nobody really knows where.
Well, I'm almost dead sure that if you turn off the electricity, that you could use the water.
Right, but I don't want to do that because of the air conditionings for the dogs.
Oh, right.
The horses and everything are, I mean, they're not happy about being, but they're fine. But it's a bad day to be shutting electricity off because of,
Is this heat going to continue, or are we going to stuck with that?
no, tomorrow is supposed to be in the 80s, so we're good tomorrow.
Yeah,
Wallace
still
hopefully will
horrific.
be back, and we'll be back on track. We've got a lot of people trying to come to the property that all, the visitors from senior centers that all.
There were a bunch here today.
They left right away.
Did they?
Yeah, the people from Vermont, I don't know what happened, but they left right away. So,
They weren't ours though.
they weren't ours, no. We have a bunch of people from senior centers that were
Oh,
supposed to
good.
be coming this week. But because of the heat, they wanna all come next week, so next week's gonna be pretty busy.
And I have somebody going to call me about the tractor.
Yeah, I think that as you go around and you talk more,
Yeah,
you could be encouraging them to come.
yeah, no, Judy, I was with Judy for about an hour today, and she's getting a lot of emails, so a lot of people wanna come. I'm hoping to be able to put something online so that we can say to seniors in this community, or like, I'm targeting their children. So let's say I was a normal, person and I had a normal senior mother, which we know is obviously couldn't be further than the truth.
Let's get away from that one.
And you have, okay, for example, Shep has a mother in a senior center that we went to go visit the other day. He was like, I didn't know you were going. I'd love to have you guys visit my mother in the senior center. And I'm like, well, just bring her to the farm.
Yeah.
So, because a lot of these senior centers, the children can come pick them up and bring them places for the day. They can bring them out to lunch, that kind of stuff. So the senior center we went on, I don't even know what day, it's on Wednesday, I guess, where we brought the unicorn. There was somebody's daughter that was there, and she said, oh, I'd love to bring my dad out there. We normally just go to Applebee's. And, his day out, his outing, and he's super excited to come out to the farm. So what I'd like to do is put some posts out for Topsfield, Ipswich, and Boxford. If you have a senior, you have to register that you'd like to come through, scheduling at goldiesfarm.com, and you can come out and have lunch. Like Nancy Merrill would be a good person.
Yeah.
And there's
You bring your own lunch.
Right, I make it perfectly clear. Bring your own lunch, and nowadays bring your own water too.
well, the other thing is there's 4 Mile Village.
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
These
There's so
places.
much need for this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, so a lot. And everybody, I'm trying to get people. You got to at least so we know, and we're going to be open for visits from like 9 in the morning till 4 or something. And we have to be respectful because the Service Dog Project also wants to use the space. So we will have times when they're using it, and we have to say no visitors. So we need to control that a little bit.
How will you manage that?
Well, we couldn't share.
We don't. We probably could, but I don't. I was
Sharing
trying to be
is a very good
respectful
word.
of. Yeah, sharing. Okay, yeah. So, well, that's just something we have to work out.
And what did
So.
you do? You were out.
I didn't do anything.
You didn't
It
do
was too hot outside.
I
Too hot.
know it was.
It was hot out.
It
I
was
did
hot.
not go out.
Well, Dr. Parrott came to see us at midday, hottest part of the day, naturally, and he gave Wilbur and Flower were the only 2 who had missed out on our round of annual rabies injections, so they're now all up to date and good. And he had
So they can go start biting people right away.
Yes, excellent. And so he also had a look at the goats, and the goats are on the whole fine. The one with the sore foot, there's nothing really wrong with the foot. We expect the bruising just to move out. He said they're probably actually at the age and stage of getting arthritic. And I'm like, and their complaint is what? I'm like, have you seen my big toe?
Yeah.
And you're, yes, fingers. So he said that they're not at the stage where they need, because they're only 7, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're the laziest group of goats ever. Even when they were little, they never ran around.
No.
They just want
The white ones?
the white
Yeah.
ones. They're just super lazy.
Yeah.
They just want to eat.
Yeah.
So that's probably not going to.
No, but he says because they climb on the railings,
Yeah.
and they go on their toes, it's
Yeah.
their toes they damage. So it's all food driven problems. So I've got medication to give them should we feel that it is arthritis that's just playing up with them, and the rest of the time they're just going to have to behave.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. No, have you tried to get in and out of the door with these behaving goats? They don't behave. They run you right over.
He did say we have got really happy animals, and he said that because he saw Wilbur when he first came in, because he obviously does the inspection of him, and he said that when he came back
This
to
is
Wilbur,
Brian
said.
I've heard Brian has said that before. We have nice animals.
Yeah, well, he said we've got really happy
animals. You know what? The
animals.
state said the same thing when they came by. Of course, they were thinking they were walking into a.
Well, it's nice when your vet sees them when they come in, and we think Wilbur's maybe on the Cushing. He's maybe got Cushing's developing, which is why he doesn't shed his coat. So we were discussing, potential treatment for him, and with Wilbur was the little horse that came in with the feet coming up the way. And he said he's probably foundered, he's had laminitis. He said, so we've got the perfect situation, there's no grass.
You should clip him. And
then I said, Janine's got clippers.
So that's a really pleasant thing to do on a hot day.
Do you know what the funny on a windy hot day with sweat,
but with the wind?
Yeah, exactly.
With the wind.
Yeah, then you're more hairy than the horse.
Yeah.
But he did say something really interesting. He said, but there's two schools of thought in that. He said, firstly, having the extra hair can actually protect them from the biting flies.
Oh.
He said, so there's, and it gives them a layer of insulation.
So the heat doesn't penetrate as much.
So there's two ways to look at it. So what we'll do is we'll just keep him, we don't need to medicate him at the moment, we'll just keep an eye on him. He's got the perfect situation with no grass down there. He said we can hand graze him, and I took him out for a wee hand graze today. Yeah. He said we can hand graze him, but we're just careful with it. So,
and he's an old pony that the reason we ended up with him was because we bought him to get him euthanized because he was so lame at the auction. And then they said, oh no, he just needs a trim and a few other things, and so like $600 in vet fees later, and then another $600 for a month of quarantine, and I drove him up so it's free. And we have a pony that is pretty happy.
Yes.
And probably going to be on medication
for the rest of his life. Yeah, exactly.
That's the way we roll, though.
That's just the way it is. And he is a nice pony, and he'll do beautifully down at that tea tent, just sticking his nose over, because he's a nice boy. Yeah. And I think he's well worth it. Well worth it, because he is a nice boy. Priceless, I know. Well,
at least he's not the goats that drive us crazy. So
money pits.
This is this business of saving animals is from a financial is a losing proposition. You always says you don't make any money on animals, but I figured out how to lose massive amounts of money.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you don't make any money.
People helping you.
With people helping me, I've learned how to lose massive amounts of money on, and only buy the ones that nobody else wants. And people are like, you only spent $500 on this horse. Well, it's the aftercare that kills you. It's all the vet care, and the meat cost is $500, so that's usually what we pay. But then like Elmo, God, he was a money pit, but he's a lovely horse. If you hug Elmo is an old standardbred.
Oh, he's lovely.
That he's so old, but when you hug him, he does a little whinny. He's like,
and he leans into you, goes.
And I was like, okay, well, we dumped all this money. He's gained a lot of weight. He looks good,
and he
found a home.
Oh wow!
Who would have ever? When we pulled that horse, I was like, no one is ever gonna want him. We are stuck with this horse. But fortunately, he looks so old that I didn't think he'd live long, but he's younger than we thought too, right?
Yes, and he's lovely. He's just lovely, and he's in the perfect situation. So
so that's what we like to focus on.
Yeah, so that's wonderful.
Now, as Goldy's farm, we do this, not as ERN.
Yes, exactly. So that's perfect. So Brian said it's so nice to see them when they first come in, and then come back a month or two later, and he said, and they look fantastic.
Yeah, you guys are doing a hell of a job. That's for sure.
And it was nice to see that when I went this morning to check everybody's because of the heat, and I went over to Meredith and early, and the horses were already in, the fans were on, they all had water, they were like tucked in the nice cool atmosphere for the day, so it was nice. And I didn't have to do it. That was Ava and Kate today.
Yeah, they're so spoiled.
Yeah, Yeah, and yesterday it was Pam and
Coral.
and they did a fantastic job. So we've
Yeah.
been able to fight this heat very easily.
Yes.
Or at least without my...
Well, it's a lot of work though, isn't it? Because you
Not
do.
for you, because you're inside, because Elizabeth gets a waiver because she can't deal with the heat.
I do go out though.
You did today, thank
I
God.
went out yesterday.
I had a
till
little bit of
midday.
heat. I had to go lie down today because
See-
I wasn't feeling well.
See, it's heat exhaustion. Honestly.
Fortunately, Elizabeth was able to go out in the heat of the day.
Yes, for a change. So, oh gosh, it is still very hot. Don't go near Boston tomorrow because they're having a Celtics parade
parade.
and 1 million people.
Um,
We could take the horses.
no, we couldn't.
Ocean blue, we really can't.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to do green. We need
Yeah.
green. Oh, Dee's there.
Oh, there's Dee.
Hello, Dee.
Hello. Updating electrical, I think we've
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
Did anybody find there was a dog pool sent?
Oh,
A dog pool. You opened it with Carly on mail chat one day. And it's not
Probably in
it's-
there.
Yeah, I'll check in there. It's
Yeah.
not in building 25.
Yeah, we need the
'cause I
dog.
checked
If we
it.
have a dog pool, we could set it up
we
there.
have a bunch of those. Blue.
Yeah, but they're not ours. They're service dog, and they're up in the hayloft, which is a whole nother project of cleaning that hayloft.
There's so many of them. One of them has to
We'll
be
do
on.
that when it cools down.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
height
the
of
hayloft.
winter.
I was in the hayloft yesterday
Oh my God.
looking for fans. No wonder I'm not feeling great today.
You know.
We had a bunch of fans. Do they have any fans?
I couldn't find any fans in the hayloft, and so I went out and bought a white fan, and brought a fan over from Meredith. So we have 2 fans on the animals. That's plenty. Well, a fan in each stall, and you'll know. Oh, and then this fan over here is a ERN fan for the goats. We have a goat. We have a fan running in the paddock. Because it also not only is it cool, but it keeps the flies away. So if
Yeah.
That's true.
then the goats are smart enough to know to stand by that if the flies bother them.
Yeah.
Now, if you put one of my nets on them, it would catch the flies.
And probably the blinking goats while we're at it.
Yeah.
I had that going as a project once. I was catching a lot of
Oh, you were.
mosquitoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
A significant amount of
Yeah.
mosquitoes.
It's the deer flies that
Deer
I'm
flies.
worried about.
Right, are the deer flies, what are these flies that are biting flies? They've got clear wings with little squiggly brown patches on
Those
them.
are the deer flies.
They're triangular.
Oh,
Oh,
yes. Can't
nastiest
we
little
don't
things.
have them in Meredith.
Yeah.
And the things, and they're getting me in between my fingers.
Oh, they hurt.
And-
Hate them.
Honestly, and I'm like, what are these marvels?
They are if you're moving.
Yes.
Because the veterinarian across the pond that retired, you remember her?
Yeah. Yeah.
She found that they were attracted to the blue color of the beer bottles and remember the beer, you know, the mugs, not mugs, just paper beer cans. There's blue and there's red ones, and they're so common.
Okay. Yeah.
And that particular blue
Uh-huh.
was attracting those flies, and so we got into buying Tanglefoot,
Uh-huh.
which is a goo that you put on the blue, but you had to have it on something that moved. And I went around the pond one day with a paper plate and it was covered with hundreds of those damn flies.
So they're only attracted to you if you're moving, because that seems to
moving.
be.
They're
Like
often on the
careful.
ears of your car.
And they
Yeah.
swarm you.
Yeah.
They
The ears of your car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We call the rest of them. They mean the mirrors.
mirrors. But that,
Your car happens to have ears. Mine has mirrors.
Well, I know, but that's the part that they're after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specifically, we'll be after the mirrors on your car.
Oh, well, they're awful.
They're terrible.
That's the first time I've
But
experienced
the way
deer
you
flies.
gotta have the blue.
Yeah.
That
I was
It's
out
around.
walking in the woods one time, and I came to this woman who had this weird fly trapping blue hat on with like it had a cup
It's your
thing on
mother.
top. It probably was.
Well, we had them on the gates for a while too. Because every time anybody opened the gates, at least it would move the.
The
Yeah.
flies.
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah. Well,
It's hard to find that blue, but it's a common party color.
Yeah.
There's a lot of red.
Yeah. The red solo cup they wrote a country song about.
honestly, those are bad. Those blinking flies.
Yeah, they are nasty.
And
looking.
Tanglefoot is the.
And you haven't wait till the greenheads come out. The
Yeah.
greenheads we don't get a lot of greenheads.
I think I've been very sheltered.
You seem like you're a
I'm covered.
You're a,
They keep eating
you're
me.
a fly
I
magnet.
am not blue.
Fly magnet.
Fly magnet. I'm sick of it.
You're old.
I am. Look at me.
I know you're almost as bad. Not quite.
I know. I think it's catching, honestly, and they're scratchy.
Right.
The dogs are all on the pond, having a little run around because we're hoping the weather's.
They've been in. Everybody's been in a little bit much. We just let the animals out in the barn too. Carly's down there.
Yes, that's good.
So.
Oh, what else?
Okay,
is
so what did it
happening?
say there? But.
No, that's fine. Just leave.
Oh.
Oh no.
So did it say-
Now, Bud does rock. He's
He really,
absolutely.
yeah.
He is a constant source of information.
Bud?
Yes.
I know it.
I just had a meeting on the transfer today of ERN, and I'll be making an announcement. It's going to a woman that I've worked with for 10 years, Deb Hurst, and she would like you and me to stay on the board.
Right. That's fine. That's
So,
easy peasy.
And it will still be based out of Massachusetts, although she is not based out of Massachusetts. And, but, so we will still be filing with the state and all that sort of stuff and involved, but I'm not going to be.
Doing all the running around and juggling.
We can do a little bit for, with Goldy's Farm if we have an opening, like when Mo passes on, we'll get another mule. A white one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, actually, now
Don't
we're
say that, Mom.
now
Yeah.
we're talking.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw you hosing down the harness.
Yeah, I said, well, I hosed down. This is before I worried about. Yesterday, I was washing my face with water off the laundry building because I was so hot, and then I went into the barn and I sprayed the walls and I washed all the bird poop off the walls and scrubbed everything down, washed the harness, cleaned up the entire aisleway of the barn, and then I went back for my last. I was just cleaning out had a sip of water and I was cleaning out a paintbrush. And then I went to shut it off, and that's when I got my big zap. So,
Well, thank God it was at the end of all that activity.
because I got a lot done yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. It would have been horrific if it had been at the.
But I did clean off
Beginning.
the harness. But we, Mo, every day, I'm like, I drive in there, I'm like, she's still going. She's still going.
She is, and all you see is her head.
Speaking of happy animals.
At the half stable door, going, "Is it dinner time? And where have you been?"
Where have you been? And she's out, like, early in the morning, she's out wandering around the paddock grazing. She's got a good life.
She has the best life, that
She
one.
scored.
Yes, turning off the electricity would also cause the cameras to go down.
Oh, right. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, problematic. Look, you're all dressed up today.
I am? No.
You look nice, apparently.
Well, I don't always look like crap. When I'm not here, I do actually wear nice clothing.
Nick says we should check for fans in the cellar of the house.
Of your house?
Yeah,
I'm sure there's
that sounds like a Nick
everything we
job.
could ever need is in the floor of the basement of your house. So yeah.
I don't want to know.
Is Nick here?
No, he's supposed to be working.
Is he? But he's on the property.
He's on the property somewhere. He goes out about 4 o'clock to get a wee bit of sunshine. Oh, that's mad. He sunbathes, Nick.
Okay.
Getting his vitamin D levels up. Oh.
I just want you to know it is hotter here today than it is in Aiken.
I know. That's awful. Oh, look, there it's coming to get me.
That's a mosquito.
Oh, it's definitely
Here,
coming
I'll
to
get
get me. Yes. Got it. And I bet it bites me right there. But you keep your eye on that mosquito.
There it is.
Yes.
It won't even.
See,
it doesn't bother
it's
me.
not interested in you. It's me. It's waiting for.
Yeah.
I checked 25 and it wasn't there.
What are you
For
looking
the
for?
pool. The pool.
I think there's a whole bunch of stuff in that.
Yeah, we're going to check in there after this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just hot and it's hanging there, hanging heat. It's never nice, is it?
No. But it's going to rain a little bit here and there, so it's going to start to get cooler.
Oh, Nick experienced those deer flies. He hasn't experienced them either last night because he went down to fix that fence.
Yeah.
And, and
they're bad.
he came back and he went, "You've got no idea," and I'm like, "Yeah."
It's war zone out
I
there.
know.
Yeah, in the A field.
Oh.
And it's all of a sudden in mid-August it goes back to normal, but they're early. Usually you don't have those till July.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Judy Alexander, she says a Manitoba fly trap.
Okay.
I'll have to Google that and see how that works.
Did someone send me a princess outfit?
It's coming. It's not here yet.
Okay, because I'm looking forward to doing
She
that
will
next week.
She will model it, and not only that.
Carly said she would.
Nick is doing a light show at night time, but I think he's run through all of the incantations of what the lights do.
I haven't
Okay.
even seen that.
Oh, it's a treat.
I gotta post. I took a video yesterday of the new donkey cafe, and it looks fantastic, don't you think?
Yes, it's really
And
nice.
The team did a really great job.
It was
A
phenomenal.
little bit more work tomorrow with Wallace, and we could cross that off. What we're gonna start working on now? We got a bunch of dump. We got to do a dump run.
Oh gosh, I thought you said a duct tape. I was like, hang on
Also,
a
the
minute.
bottom of the old delivery thing is down there.
Yeah.
If we put a piece of plywood on it and put it underneath the tree, the goats would constantly be up trying to get something out of the tree.
If we had good active goats, well, I think we should do that. Yes, these goats might be more active.
Those goats are more active.
Yeah, the white goats would be like they wait for the leaves to come down so they're closer.
Yeah.
Although they do get motivated for food, so there's
Well,
hope.
you
But
know, I
I
was
think
gonna put-
we will do that because I want to move that and paint it. Everything's got to be painted. So that's tomorrow's, and we have a big dump run tomorrow. Hopefully if Wallace is here.
That sounds beyond exciting.
I know, living the dream.
Harley and Angus are actually out underneath the shade of the old Donkey Cafe.
Yeah.
That's where they're hanging
Yeah.
out today.
Harley, we did the integration with Harley and Angus. We first put him in with Delight, who taught him that if you get nasty, if you want to play with an animal, you're probably going to get kicked. So, but she never actually kicks at anything. She just kind of pops her back end up, and she taught him that you're not supposed to do that. So now he's ready to go out and play with other animals.
And he's good with Lucy.
Yeah.
Lucy's lovely. And Wilbur.
Yeah.
Wilbur's very
Yeah.
gentle.
I was more worried about Flower and Clark. If he goes over and tries to jump on either one of those, they might kick him. But I think that Delight has done her training, so he's fully
Excellent.
integrated. So we're just putting him everywhere.
Oh my gosh, it's actually warmer in Ipswich than it is in Orlando. That's shocking.
Yeah,
There's something wrong.
I know.
Betty Tingley, if you're talking about Pomodori's, we're waiting for you to come up and we'll get you sorted.
Yeah, the next Betty, we're gonna buy you your dinner when you come up. We just need a little bit of coordination to get you up here, and also want to get Polly Sears up here. People that are local should come
just
to
come
visit.
in.
Yeah, just let us know you're coming, and we will.
Janine will cook.
No,
We should get that RV operational too. So
It
if
is-
anybody
It is
comes,
operational.
It is operational. That was already checked off the list. We're a step ahead of you, although we got to get the air conditioning in there.
Yeah, we've only got heat in it. We don't have
I
AC
think
in it
I
yet.
think it belongs down there. I don't think it belongs up here.
I'd be happy to move it, but there's a whole bunch of stuff behind it, Elizabeth, that we need to clean up.
There's a pile of dirt too.
Yeah, there's stuff there.
That's from my planters.
Yeah,
That's from my planters.
yeah. So we got to, before I move that, because it will unveil a bunch of stuff that's hidden
Oh.
behind it. But the dump run tomorrow.
If you're going to the dump, that's the stuff that up there. We took it out. A driveway. I'm pointing at my driveway. That's
Which
the
is
stuff
over
that we.
there.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, no,
And
that is on the
and-
list.
You know,
That's-
I came over the fence.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm going to stop up there because there's a bunch of stuff underneath the deck, the desk and things that need to go to the dump, and then a pile over there that's going to go to
All
the
right,
dump.
okay. Wallace actually is always on Goldy's farm because he trains our horses.
Yeah,
So he only comes here when we've got a desperate need for Wallace.
yeah.
But eventually, as your mother was saying, the long-term plan is for him to be on here training,
Yes.
which is super.
Yeah, it's just fun to watch.
Yeah, but he will still go around and go to whichever other farms he's called to. Nicholas is saying, I am here. Well, that is good to know. I knew that.
He's probably with Noodles.
Yes, he's got with Noodles, yes. Oh, how did my court case go?
We had good news, and I think it's posted now.
It's online,
Yeah,
so you
we
can
had
go and
good
look
news.
at that.
Yeah.
Nicholas says, no, Noodles is asleep.
Oh,
Oh dear. No,
I-
we're working on
okay.
that.
I actually called again today
Mm.
to make sure we're on the list. So I'm ahead.
Are we on the list?
Yes, for Ghibli, Lynn
Uh-huh.
Ghibli. Yes, we are
For
on the
what?
list. For the roof, to fix her roof.
Oh, the roof.
Yeah, it's just like a 2-month waiting list.
I thought you said it's just like a 2-hour job, and I'm like,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, really, no,
We should have
no.
done it ourselves. It would only take us 4 hours.
I offered him a deposit too.
What? Yeah, no, they're
didn't
sending
take
me
it.
an email to give the deposit and all that sort of stuff. So we were on the
Did
list.
do they want a deposit?
They're going to, yes, but I haven't gotten the email yet. I just talked to them.
Once you get the deposit in, I think we got them
Yeah,
in.
yeah, that's the problem is we're on the list, but we haven't deposited. So
Yeah.
they're sending me the email. I talked to them today at like 3:00, so we're on it.
Tiggy, that's a very sore sore topic at the moment.
Yeah, don't bring
even
up
bring that
seeds.
one up.
No bringing up seeds. We just haven't gotten to it. Your seed project.
With the seeds,
Yeah.
that's disgraceful.
See? Thank you, Tiggy.
Yeah.
You could have taken 4 bricks and made a little square and put a seed in the middle.
You could have
You
taken
could have done
four-
it.
That's
No,
not
I
so
can't
easy.
get down there.
We'll get you down there.
It's gotta be inside that. There's one place where the sun comes up in the
Not a
morning.
problem. We can get you there. Don't you worry.
We'll get you there tomorrow.
We'll even get the snakes out. Oh, I took a video of a snake today going through the grass.
Oh, yeah. Was it big?
No, it's only about 1.5 to 2 foot.
All right, I have to go in 2 minutes.
No, it's the same price. It's cheaper actually as taking it to the dump.
What? Oh.
Will there be a light show tonight? No, I think he's been through every single one of the programs.
The lights that were on last night.
Yeah,
They were
exactly.
funny. Yeah.
They were,
Interesting.
yes.
I think we have more lights coming too.
We
Interior.
have.
That'll be nice.
We have, so that's just lovely. So that's all the questions. Look at that.
Okay.
Excellent. Way!
All right, so I've checked
Oh.
water. My work here is done. I'm going
Oh.
back.
Okay. Night night.
Bye,
See you all
everyone.
tomorrow.